Disciples made the statement when he went down to see Jesus. He said, Jesus, do you care? Come on, you ever been in a moment of asking God, do you care?
Yes.
You know how I feel. You know what I'm going
Yes.
through. Do you care?
Yes.
I mean, especially when something that you love and you want and is being taken away from you.
Yes.
God, do you care?
Yes.
I'm talking about something that you like. God, you blessed me with this. Why is it going to be taken away from me?
Yes. Amen.
God, you put me in this family. Why are you going to take them away from me?
Yes.
God, you put me in this situation. You told me to go, God, but why am I facing this problem, this storm, this issue, this what I'm going through?
Yes.
You've been amongst a lot of people, yet you still feel alone.
Yes.
Sometimes when God tells you to do something, you're like, man, God, I'm around a lot of people, but I'm still alone. Come on, you ever like, people just don't understand what I'm going through.
Yes.
They see only so much, but God, they really don't see what I'm going through.
Yes.
That's like a storm, a life storm, and it gets real dark, and the wind is blowing. And it's like you're trying to go one way, but the wind is tossing you back and forth. Imagine the disciples in this boat, and the winds is coming, the waves is coming, and all of a sudden that boat is just rocking.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're supposed to be going on the other side. Imagine this for a moment. Imagine this for a moment that when he first got into the boat, because there was no pushing to get onto the boat. Because one instance you read in the scriptures how Jesus had to like almost demand them to get into the boat. But this time they said, let's just go on to the other side. So I can imagine that it was a beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
But as soon as they got into the boat doing God's will, the storm came.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when God whispers in your ear and tell you to do something. You're like, okay, God, I'll do it. And you're all cheerful and happy. And when you start doing it, like, man, what happened?
Yeah.
The woes of the world has hit me. Trouble has encamped my home.
Yes, Lord.
Everything is being snatched away from me. But do you still trust?
Yes.
Lord have mercy. I'll never forget the time when way back in time, we're not too far back in time, when we was first having D. Dave and Tim, and the doctor said one thing, and we kept saying, no, we trust God. We believe in God. He's able. He can do this thing. He can do this thing. Have you ever had something that you wanted so bad, and it was being taken away from you?
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever wanted, you prayed and asked God for something, but it didn't come?
Yes.
Not in your timing.
Yes.
Did you see something, you can almost touch it, but at the same time, you can't have it?
Yes.
It's kind of like that for some time for the believers, and it's like, God, what are you trying to teach me?
Yes, Lord.
God, why am I going through this? You gave me this blessing, so why would you take it away?
Yes.
I learned something very, very intricate about God. Is, God, He'll take you on the journey, even though you don't want to go through that journey.
Yes. Yes, He will.
He'll have you like you searching for something, but He has a whole different plan for you. He will show you something at the littlest moment of the time, but you've been searching it, seem like, for years. And He's always, as people of God say, He's always on time. But Lord have mercy, it seems like He's slow at times.
Yes.
And all of a sudden here, these disciples, they're on this ship. And the wind begins to blow, and they ask Jesus a question, do you care? And it seemed like Jesus would have woke up and said, yeah, I care. But no, He didn't do that. He went up to the top. And He rebuked, to me, not only the wind and the storm, but He rebuked the disciples at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow. He asked them a question, why are you so fearful? Why are you doubting? And as natural, emotional people, we get like that at times in life, especially when we try to walk with God. And God is trying to teach us something, and we refuse to learn the lesson.
Yes, Lord.
Because if we want everything to be just like that, we want everything to work so perfectly on our behalf. But sometimes God does the shaping because He's trying to teach us something.
My Lord.
It can be a tough lesson, Mother, but at the same time, we need to take it because Lord knows I don't have to repeat that lesson. So He begins to talk to the wind, and He speaks to the wind, and the wind stops. Then all of a sudden, He says this to them, why are you so fearful? Why you have doubt? And after He ceased the storm, the disciples said, man, what manner of man is this? I didn't forget about the unsung hero. Check this out. God, he'll teach you a lesson even in the storm.
Yeah.
And if you have to really get tuned with God to see what he's really trying to do. And naturally, we always talk about Jesus because he's the number one. Then we talked about the disciples. Yeah, they're number two. But there's something that most people neglect to even read or think about the unsung hero. In the scripture, it talks about the ship. The ship was the unsung hero. What's so unique about the ship? Well, it was a covenant. It did not sink, even though it was pressured to sink. It didn't sink.
That's crazy.
Even though the winds and the storm hit, times after, it withstood the test.
Yeah.
So when it took time to build that ship kept on moving forward. Different directions, but it ended up at the right destination.
That's crazy.
What is the ship all about? You see, the ship, it's just like it's the vessel or the tool that God uses to get from point A to point B.
Come on now.
Most of people, we neglect that ship, but yet the ship withstood.
Yes.
What does that have to do with us, Pastor? Jesus' Lord ministry is just like that ship.
Come on. Yes.
Withstood the test. Everybody in here has been impacted by Jesus' Lord ministry one way or another.
Amen.
It has touched your life. For some, it paid your bills.
Facts.
For some, it was a listening ear. For some, it was praying for you 24 hours, 7 days a week, so your child would get healed and delivered. For some, it was that storm that you walked through, and you didn't want to be alone with the ship. Jesus' Lord ministry was right there with you. For some, it was that refrigerator. Refrigerator, you didn't have any food. For some, it was that we got you. What you mean, Pastor? Yeah, we got you through this troubling times. Yeah, we got you. For some, it was kind of like that, that we know you'll be here, even though we take a long vacation. So I had to look at somebody. I know you want to hear more about Jesus, but I got to tell you about the unsung hero.
All right.
Because I thought about that and say, God, you're so awesome. You know, hey, watch this. Some things we take for granted, but it was the very tool that God used, the vessel that God used to get you to overcome. Isn't that something? I can imagine when the disciples got out the ship, they said, you old ship. We ain't got no use for you now. You done reached your destination. But it's still there. It still exists. It was still floating in the water even through the storm. It was still floating, ready for more business. It was still floating to take another person back to the other side. That vessel, the unsung hero. Wow. It's powerful.
Yes, it is.
What's powerful, Pastor? Jesus Lord ministry. Before we didn't have any food during Christmas time, we had baskets of food. Y'all did? Yeah, we did that. When folks were homeless, now some of you don't even know this. When some folks were homeless, some folks lived here. Off days of service days. They lived here because they didn't have a home. The unsung hero. When some folks didn't even have heat in their homes and they couldn't go through the night because it was too cold, they came here and slept in the night. So before you came here, they packed up and went home. The unsung hero that will stand the test. And here it is that God is telling us to go to the other side. Now, as a pastor or as a leader, I always want to know exactly where we go, but sometimes God said, no, I'm not going to tell you. Just move.
That's right.
Just move forward in life. And if you ever bought a new house before? Anyone ever buy a new car before? Anybody ever buy a new dress before? Anybody ever buy some new shoes before? Anybody ever get a new hairdo? Anybody get some new teeth? I'm going to keep going. Somebody like, yeah, Pastor, I got that thing. But don't you walk different, you feel different, you act different? Church is no different. Come on, lift your hands out like thing that people do when they're in the ship, they get afraid. They get afraid for change. You notice what Jesus said? He said, why are you so fearful?
Yeah.
And Lord have mercy, don't let him talk about somebody's money. Wait, okay, we'll take a special offering. Folks get afraid. But even in that test, I begin to learn something what God can do. You realize that God can take whatever you have at home and He can stretch it.
Yes, He can.
Well, some of y'all ain't never been there. You know, you got to stretch your food. I know y'all got it all going on. Every time you go in the refrigerator, it's always food. Some of you got to
Stretch it.
holiday is coming. Holiday is coming. I look in the freezer like. All these grown folks in my house, I'm like. I knew I had some meat in there. But God, He'll take a little meat up.
Stretch it. Yeah, He will.
You sometimes even your pocketbook. I mean, God, He'll do something miraculous in your life. I'm talking your money. He'll stretch that thing, or He'll really put chills down your back. He'll like wash them clothes. I don't feel like wash them clothes. I don't feel like wash them clothes. Just like me, my mom always told me before you put that clothes in the washing machine, you always do it.
Check the pockets.
Start going through the pockets.
You know that feeling.
It's paper. Pull that thing out, I don't care if it's $5 bill. Sometimes He'll blow your mind, be a $20 bill, $50 bill. Lord, I never forget looking at the old wallet, $100 bill.
What are you doing?
I didn't ask the first lady put it in there. I didn't remember how I put it in there. I just spit that $100. Watch it. When you do it for God, yeah, we face the storm, but we always win. We always go through.
Yes.
Just like Jesus in our ministry, we done went through the test. We done weathered the storm. For many of you, it's been an unsung hero, but here today I say, it's still a hero.
Amen.
Oh yeah, so it's still a hero. You know what I'm saying? Because it always cares. I don't care what church you go to. I don't care what area, whatever. You'll never find this type of church. Someone was like, we got that traveler back home. Wait, let me go here. Just don't fit. Go to this church. Ooh, that was good. Just start fitting. Lord, let me go over here. Man, that feels good. Just don't fit. Jesus won't know that ministry is a church that cares. Just like life itself, yeah, we can be misunderstood. Just like a family. We all love our family, but sometimes we misunderstand each other. We fight, we fuss, we argue. But let somebody mess with our family.
Facts.
Let somebody mess with our family. Just like families don't talk about my mom. Isn't that something? Yeah, we face the storm. But watch this. Watch this. That ship still exists. Jesus is awesome how He brings us to one place at one time to teach us a lesson. Don't ever forget this lesson, because I want to pray for everyone. Don't forget this lesson. But God, He's steering the ship. God, He's bringing families together. God, He knows what you're going through. And what He does, He'll place people into your life. It's not judgmental. It doesn't prejudge. But what we do is to love you and help you to get through. It's like that ship. It is to get them through the storm. Some of you might be facing a storm right now. Jesus' anointed ministry, the unsung hero, is to get you through the storm.
Yeah.
Amen.
Get you to your destination. So you don't have to weather the storm by yourself. Family issues, we hear. Money problems, we hear. Relationship problems, we hear. Death problems, we hear.
Amen.
Problems,
Yes. Yes.
we hear. You feel me? It's awesome. We are. Who's we? You.
Yes.
You
Amen.
make up the church. It's not the physical building. It's you.
Amen.
That was Pastor David Williams speaking on the Unsung Hero. Join us next Sunday at 10 a.m. as Pastor continues his series, Time for Success, and on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. for Bible study. You don't want to miss it. Until then, be blessed and know that we are a church that cares for you.